Peter, chop off it, this
Greetings and salutations.
Sanitation?
I say salutations.
Oh. You have to be more specific.
Folks, we're back again. Another discussion night, another topic. Of course, you know the usual faces. We have Mr. Robert Clark, Sir Ethan, and myself, Norton.
I make note I look fans of what we have tonight.
Yes, we're also joined by three of Clark Academy's, dare I say, finest. We have Keys.
No, you know. three at Clark Academy players.
Players. Alright, we'll work with that. We have Keys, we have Gio, and we have Jojo. So tonight they might just sit in and listen and hopefully learn and expand them horizons a little bit. Tonight we will be discussing the topic of loans. Lending, borrowing, creditor, debtor,
Do's and don'ts.
yeah, collection, repayment,
What works?
whole lot. So stay tuned. As usual, it's going to be informative and hopefully have a couple story tonight.
A regular segment.
Gentlemen,
Yeah.
all right. I'm sure we or you guys have at some point in your life either lend somebody something or borrow something from somebody.
Yeah.
So the first question for tonight is, why do people borrow? Sir Clark. No man, are you where start with man?
Hold on,
Each
hold
other
on,
go
hold on now. In my estimation,
Mhm.
it varies. It varies depending on the need or whatever pops up. Some people just want to buy some new furniture. Somebody want to buy one little car. Or any unseen reason, but people just see it fit for borrow. But sometimes you have to be careful who you borrow from. Because the institutions are attaching, what do you call it, interest?
No, collateral.
Yeah, the
A collateral attack
requested.
Requested
requested what?
Yeah.
interest.
Oh.
You borrow $100
Oh yeah man, yeah, pay back. Mm.
You go pay back $150.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand? So some people don't know that.
Mhm.
So some people borrow privately or don't borrow from the institutions
Yeah.
to play it safe.
And we have to categorize the type of loans. You know, domestic or regional loans. You know, we have to look on the type of loans and we decide so we have a able to get yourself involved. But anyway, and no matter the question in terms of with the loan, the purpose of borrowing loans, Norton, is for your justification and your understanding and the terms that you want the money for and the purpose of the money, right? You want to borrow money for your school fee, make impression with your female friends.
Borrow
with
people
your
money?
boyfriend. Yeah, them do them
Are you
things.
serious?
Yeah. Car, housing, you know, all different groups come up in terms of with the type of loan them are borrow, right? But remember, all of these loans come with conditions. Because if you have to borrow like a loan for school, you know, so you have to go have guarantor,
Yeah.
where settle to ensure the boy the money they pay back.
Mhm.
So once you sign up that loan with that individual, that student loan, you have to watch that person for the rest of your day still alone to finish up, because if that person complete their studies and start pay about the people their money, and you are fully responsible for it.
Serious.
So anytime you are going at any form of loan we have to do with student loan, just remember that the guarantor is responsible to pay
Can't go to jail.
the money, pay back the money if the person
Oh.
where you borrow him guarantor for choose not to pay. So we could just make that clear. You must have to pay back the money then. Because the person we all go with our foreign. And now honor them for them part of the deal.
So the guarantor is left
Yeah.
with that load there.
Yeah, and you know, to be honest with you, the government or the person will lend a loan now go pursue them overseas. The first thing them are gonna send one bill if I to take away your things, or you have to sign to the commitment and dedication to pay back that loan there religiously every month. So these are upon some of the grounds we have to do with student loan.
Alright. So, how do you assess or know if the person has a need?
No, the person need after them understanding, you know.
Yeah, personal
After them
agenda.
personal view in terms of them borrowing where they want to borrow finance. Right? Because unless me go in a situation where me have a lender, you get
Yes.
to me I say?
So, give a scenario. So, somebody come and say, Bula, I want to borrow $5,000. You go ask them what they want it for.
Right now, to be honest with you, and if somebody come to me and say them I borrow $5,000, then better come at right time because I can possibly make blank month.
You have there something there?
Yeah, me not have the money, me don't have it. Right?
Listen
But-
to me. Listen to me. The institutions have the right to ask your position in paying back that money.
Yeah.
That's true.
And they have to guarantee that you're not going to just borrow 5,000 and we hear say you live at Westmoreland now and then can't find you. You understand me? I say? So you have to do some kind of paperwork. We say, alright, I'm committed to paying back this loan. And somebody else, as well, court say, a guarantor have you did it too. Somebody else have you did it too. Somebody name have did it. The guarantor that you will pay it back.
To be honest with you, Ethan, I don't think somebody will borrow $5,000 from somebody and then put a little notation to that.
No,
In our
that's
culture,
ordinary. In our culture,
ordinary money.
and some of it has been done wrong.
Yeah.
Because some people buy $5,000 and down the road they say, what my name buy now?
Them
And
have
it cause a
amnesia.
whole problem.
Them have amnesia
All of
when
a
they
sudden
pay
them
back,
have
when they
brain
pay.
problem and them something there. But what more the simple thing that most ordinary people don't understand. A simple piece of paper with
Yeah.
a pen. You say IOU
Yeah.
and John Brown, Ray
Thank you,
that
Ethan.
can hold
Thank
up
you.
in court.
Yeah,
And
carry in
people
a
don't
third
know
point now.
that. Yeah.
Documentation, contract. How important is it to have no care the amount of money unless, let's say you're willing to lose it, right? So if somebody come and borrow or ask you for $2,000, maybe you can just forget about that.
Domestic borrowing, you know, sir.
But I domestic people and we attack too.
Alright. When you
But-
borrow from a particular creditor, it no matter any amount of money you borrow, you have to put something in writing.
Paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
And them will hold you to that. Right? Because if you borrow 5,000 from like a credit union or a bank, you know,
Yeah.
remember say 7,500 you have to pay back, you know. And if you know check out the fine print of the contract, you could pay 25,000.
Yeah.
Because first, from especially, we could just go clearly when you borrow from creditors, when you borrow from money people, when you borrow from
A
banks,
financial institution then.
financial
Mm.
institution and all these things. You must always make note, ask the question, the percentage, how much percent you have to pay upon the money where you borrow.
Mm-hmm.
So you borrow $100,000. You want to know how much percent you have to pay. Right? You want to find out the duration, how long you have to take to pay the money.
Yeah.
You have to comfort yourself with these things and make note of it. Right? And not only make note of it, let them give you something in writing also. Because they can go in
And
when them
change the contract.
and change things in our contract.
That's
in a
why-
fine print, we can get in a problem.
Because some clause sometimes are hidden in the fine print,
Yeah.
but most of us don't read. One says one will ask to them and say if you want hide information from black people, just fling in one book.
Yeah.
And that's
You
a
see me, I
serious
say?
thing.
And that's a serious clause for people to say. You have to read them fine print there. No matter what kind of contract you sign.
Ethan, you have people who borrow money over the last 5 years. right? We borrow money to pay back in a 3 year span. And it reaching a 5 and 7 years now, and then still owe money. And then can't come to terms. Because they say, them have a system where them put in a like payment. Like say, you forfeit your payment. Where you have to pay 25 for every month. And you forfeit it. You miss out a month here and other month. It generates a full interest on the overall money, you know. Say it was $100,000, you miss out that $25,000. The interest, we don't get upon it of $100,000, you know, and for that $25,000 the way you miss out. You know. But the institute now go tell you these things, the financial institute now tell you these things. When you go in and a query now, you have to learn of these things. You have some serious issues where we as borrowers lose sight of when we borrow from the financial institute. Right? So that's why we have to make sure we monitor the fine print, make note of the contract period. We have to make sure of the percentage, you know. We have to have those things covered, right? Because if we don't have them things covered, they might get exploited during this process. Because even with all the insurance, sometimes in our family, the family indemnity plan, then we come up and say, there's no record up for you over the last 4 to 5 months.
Hey.
So there's no record say you make payment to your family indemnity plan. And you know your family indemnity plan is a very important insurance. So once I mention that to you, you are going to get nervy. You are going to concerned. Right? And remember say a salary deduction them a do.
Yeah.
And you are walking, go pay the money.
So how they can't find it?
No, these are some of the clauses that they use. So if you not go in and ensure say and make sure say the money where them that deduct from a reality, they can put you in a serious situation because anyone of your family at any given time can drop out during this period when them the letter they pending. Right? So a whole heap of clauses is there when it come on to borrowing, right, from institute creditors and these things are what we have to take note of.
So what
these things are very serious.
So what is basically visible is that the length of time you get to pay back the money and then some months run off and you don't get to pay none. The interest, what you think it could have been $125,000, could have reached $50 now.
All right.
You understand what I say?
And next thing what me don't like for my subscribers them, you know, my supporters them, Garden Pen, Eltham, overseas, the surrounding communities, understand when it come on to like specifically I'm talking about the family indemnity plan. If you register, you sign up with the family indemnity plan. There are 6 members of your family. Your wife or your spouse, that is number 1. Because I think a 6 to 7 or 6 person can go up on the list. Your mother, your father, your wife, right? Or say you put the 6 on it. If you have any children on it and the children pass 25, even if they don't send a letter come give to you, that child automatically come off a family indemnity.
Yeah.
If you have like say a physical challenge child, they go up to when they are 26 years old and take them off a family indemnity plan.
Physically.
So only permanent person we have got upon a family indemnity plan over a period of time is you and your wife, or possibly your mother and your father. And the stepmother or stepfather can go upon it too. Right? So as they reach 25, they might take you off of the family indemnity plan. So anyway in our world there, make note of this. Once you insure from the family indemnity plan in a Jamaica, this is what is going on at this point in time. But in our initial stage, they don't say to you, say, this is a case, right? Over a period of time you learn this. Because when me did do the family indemnity plan, they did not mention nothing at all about nobody that come off of it. Right? They never mentioned that. All of a sudden, they go in and then look at brains box and then look at suppressive institute in center and then come up with this strategy to take off people now at 25. Right? So look out for these things. So nobody They are foreigner then nowhere. I pay your family indemnity plan and your son at 26 and 27-year-old or your
And
daughter.
something I'm thinking,
And believe
yeah.
say you have money. No. 25 are the maximum age where they go with for children. Right? So I'm just glad me put that cross so we and Uno can understand the situation. Right?
And folks, the suppressive brain box that Mr. Clark is referring to is commonly called a policy.
Yeah.
Companies, managers tend to like to hide behind these
Management
policies.
and management as well. But these are their process.
Yes. Alright now gentlemen. Next thing to discuss, the behavior of the borrower. And this is well, in regards to you know, we're gonna touch upon the domestic side of it.
Yeah.
The behavior of the borrower versus when they are the creditor, when they are the lender.
That's a touchy point.
You know.
When you ever go in one shop and see some things them with them put up in a shop here, we have to do with people who come for trust.
Yeah.
And say no credit allowed or only exchange.
In himself.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, you have some very creative speech and writing we put up. We have to do with trust and these things in a shop, right? And you don't want them and none of them the package there,
Yeah.
right? So when it come on to like the borrower in terms of with trusting, the man we have borrow must know deep down in their heart and soul, say boy, yo, me have borrowed the money and me have to pay back this money. You know how much people owe me? You know, so me I laugh too. You just look so me I laugh. A whole heap of people owe me. And most of the people them don't remember. And sometimes when me remind them, they still not comply to say boy them a pay me back. Because me and them are either friend, brethren, or them thing there.
So you can use the political statement pathologically mendocious. Because it plays across the board. It plays across the board because the original lender turns creditor, how you want to call it.
Yeah.
A borrower, a
Or
debtor.
borrower
Yeah.
is a different kettle of fish.
Yeah, man.
But
Totally a different
But
kettle of
seriously,
fish.
people, if you really say you got work and you don't have no money, I could just put it to the layman and woman term so we can get a clear understanding what we have.
Yeah.
You got work now, you don't have no money. And possibly Mr. Bulla him can lend me 1,000.
At the prime target.
Me know why you come with that full confidence, they say you're gonna get it, you know. The possibility to me goodly have it.
Yeah.
You see when me lend you that money, if you come for that, me not expect say that $1,000 there I go take 3 or 4 months, you know. Me I expect say that money there as you get paid. Immediately you
Then
come give it
suppose
back.
them company blank month.
But then I go get nothing, me not have you get me? Remember say me live off a pay to pay, you know, sir. A pay to pay, remember say me not have no
Yeah,
other
but-
means or source where me earn money from.
I don't know if me wrong and I judge people based on where coach I say. The only way me I go borrow money to go work unless me just start. Things can pop up, you know.
Yeah.
We have to spend some money, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But you see, he go back and work money,
Yeah, man.
he must fling with somewhere around one
That
car
have to
around.
put on.
That have to put on. Anything else have to wait till payday. That is my policy. I'm not sure about other people.
The first thing when you borrow the people them money.
Make
the first money
arrangement.
where you get, you pay people them and go beg drive and bus to go back to work. Lay with somebody. Beg them to drive. Because it's very important for you to borrow and pay back because then something are right in yourself.
Not only that, it puts you in a different frame of mind.
Mm-hmm.
When people say, oh, Abula, yeah man, lend him man. Because him know say you're up to date when you borrow money,
Yeah.
your passport to pay back right away. But me don't know. People will borrow money not from the institutions, from this ordinary man,
Mm.
it's a risky proposition. We can't tell you
And
that.
it's not really risky, you know, Ethan. The people that will borrow money from you, that's definitely hard paying, you know, sir.
Yeah, that's why it's risky.
Because if you check enough of shop people them right now in our community, the amount of people who owe them are no member.
That's why they
And
come up with...
when you see them and you write out and say, you don't owe me this or that, you know, I go to war, you know,
Yeah.
and cussing, and
Yeah,
you tell
because
them,
two items when you put on, you don't know nothing about it. And
they're no member.
They're not
They
a
no
member. Because as them do, we try to reduce that bill.
What they must remember something say them who miss
They might
Miss
owe it
Pam or
in
Miss
first
Jane or
three.
whoever.
Man, Miss Pam up there so can tell you.
There's an
The
actual Miss
Virgin
Pam.
City can tell you how much people owe him.
Oh.
Right? And they no member for pay him. The people them just have this tendency where them just believe that people have money and when them take the people them thing they must pay back. Them type of thing they people they must cut out from them mentality. Enough of them problem and war where you see I take place this day. I borrow, enough people borrow things from people and not pay them back and it start from an argument, you know. And them a pre each other till it reach to violence, you know. Right? So that is something important to start look on. If you know want, if you know your hard pain, don't borrow nothing from nobody.
Don't borrow no money.
Right? No borrow no money from nobody. If you have amnesia, you know, and a good memory and these things, don't borrow the people them things. Because the people them are going to want back then something when you borrow it.
I remember amnesia run right around the board. You know? Because I don't know, one or two people will tell you say, but me name remember that.
Why you have to remind somebody when them borrow from you say, you have to remind them to say, boy, you owe me. And you have to pay me. Why that have to happen?
Why that's something when me
And when you go to the people them and I talk to them about your money, this whole heap of attitude where them come up
Yeah.
with.
Story time.
Right?
Quick
There's
story.
something right, man.
Me one of my brethren do that walk. Going to one store. So one of my good brethren and me lend him some money, right? Man say I go in the store, I go look for something. So I say, alright, I'm forward. I go. And I realize, say, man, buy something. So I turn up there, I look for him good. And you know, this is a thing when enough Jamaican people like to say, especially Barra, then touch you and say, know yourself, man, I don't forget you.
Oh God. The Proverbs.
Then borrow $1,000 from you. And we buy an item that cost 10. And forget,
Pay you.
quote unquote, forget. Forgive you back your
That's
$1,000.
not quote unquote. You just speak it
Sometimes a man
deliberately.
No, sometimes I wanted to look for you and say you have money, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like say. But I principle to it. It no matter how much money me have, if you borrow $1,
Can't come back.
pay me back the dollar.
Yeah, man.
Because me I go ask you when you go pay me. Because if me borrow it from you, me I
Yeah,
go
come-
pay you
yeah,
back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Right? So people must practice those behavior then. If you know say boy you get paid every 2 weeks, you know say 10 days you work for get. Borrow money in 9.5 days and pay back the people every 10 days. Right? These are some of the things that we have to serious about that.
And folks, I encourage you to, whether you're a borrower, well, if you're the borrower, communicate clearly and openly with the lender. You get me?
When you have a delay.
Yeah. If your money late, it late. Say something, man.
Sometimes some things can happen
Yeah.
where you don't have the money for pay.
You don't have control over that.
Where, but all you have to do is go to the person
Yeah.
where you go and say,
That's how I say. Just talk to the person,
you
man.
don't get no money this week, you know, just hold out till next week. And when you get the money, just go pay the people, because the people them have that in their mind, right? And a good practice, knock you the person that your friend and then something there.
Yeah, because a
I
lot of...
want to look a piece of notation.
Yeah.
You know, and make a
Because
sign to
that's
it. So when you
very, very valuable.
when you present it to him or she, then she say, boy, them for pay you.
Yeah.
Right? I want to go up on a topic in terms of with like the car, when you have purchased car,
Alright.
right? How the process go when you have buy it. Like when you buy a car now, if you have to trust the car, right, you have to get money from an institute, because you have certain, them have some, when you have a loan where them have, you know, some unsecured loan.
Mm-hmm.
Say you work and you qualify, right? You can get a money for buy a car. Then give up to $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
Based on your situation, you can get up to $1 million based on the unsecure, the company or the entity where you bank with. You see, when you borrow that money, borrow that money, as I mentioned earlier, make note of the interest rate. Because the interest rate, where them have flexible. Some person will give you 12 point or 14 point or
15 or
Yeah.
16.
do you shop around if you have to purchase a car in that farm
And try to get the lowest
get
rate.
the best interest rate to
Yeah.
you. Or not better yet, Ethan, the
The lowest.
right?
Yeah.
Get the lowest interest rate and make note of it, because make note of the information on the fine print, because they will turn around and draft up things.
Yeah.
Because just remember, the people that would deal with money, they don't see us as human beings. They see us as what? Numbers. Right? Digits. That is how they see it. Just
That's
try
not true.
remember that.
That's not true.
When you owe the rich people them, nobody believes that these people, you can put your hand over upon the left part of them and feel hard set. So no. You good have to go in a one karate show to find out they're artless. Because they're artless.
Mm.
You get me? All them care about
It's them money.
them money. Just remember
Yeah.
that. So if you don't need to take them money, if you
Don't
take
go
money,
feed. Don't go feed.
if you take money, make sure it's very much important for you to take the money, right? Because despite a year a man talk about with transportation situation in our country, you know, we still have good transportation, you know,
Yeah.
because you can take a taxi from Hilton, go to Spanish Town, and you take one of the next bus them, and you pay overall you don't pay about $600 to go to town, and in no time that you reach. Although you know, say the bus driver got tear down the soft shoulder them, all of them things there, but you still have to reach, because most of the buses them are the police and want them. So when they see them, then just move out of the way and give them way and say, boy, well, if you as a motorist see them and say, oh, the man are broke, they must say, Lord, me catch up them and I feed them bus. Right? So you have to know them things there. But the main thing we want you to understand, don't take no major money from no institute unless you have to. Right? And me don't encourage anybody where take loan. Take loan for purchase like house, right? Don't take loan for buy clothes. Don't take loan
Figure a party.
for party,
Yeah.
for profiling and these things.
You see one new
Right.
shoes and you have to get that shoe.
If you are
Don't
gonna
put
take,
yourself in another position.
if you are gonna take loan for buy a car, make sure say your salary can cover super past the amount of money where you don't have to pay.
Yeah.
So you don't put you underneath no pressure.
Yeah.
Right? So you know them have all kind of the attractive format them what they have in order for you can take car and then something. Be careful like because you don't get a car and them say after 2 or 3 months you have to start pay back for your car. Trust me. When you start pay, you will never know the type of clauses that were in other delay contract there. We are going to put you in some
Yeah.
serious situation.
The next
What-
5 years.
Yeah.
What's the trigger point is, you know, is how they relate to you, you know. Until they say, boy, you don't have to pay nothing for the next 2 months.
Yeah.
But when that payment time come, is a totally different kettle of fish.
And you have to,
You have to
follow
be careful.
up.
And you have to follow up.
And make
Do
sure
your research.
you request your payment slip system,
Yeah.
right? Because sometimes them have tendency if say you don't pay 10,000 towards a loan, right? To the car loan itself. Sometimes then we take 2,000 and put and create something and a $8,000 go there.
I go to
and
it,
make
yeah.
the loan take a longer period than the time.
Yeah.
So you have to follow up and make sure they not create no other thing where your money will go other than a commitment where you sign to.
Yeah.
What you sign to, right? Take your phone, take a picture of the contract on the day when you sign. Because that I think will catch whole heap of people.
Yeah.
Whole heap of people in a situation this day just because there's no documents where they can show up for say them they sign for this. Right? Just use your phone, take the picture and keep it. Put it on a USB or something and make sure say you have that and monitor it. Get your monthly report on your financial payment. Don't lose sight of these things. These things are very
Know
important.
how much is left
Yeah.
for you to pay.
Yeah.
And make sure say you have documentation for sure say
Yeah.
me a pay come down the line
Yeah.
down to the last payment.
Yeah.
Because they will jinx you.
Because next thing you know, Ethan, you say if you borrow, say 500,000 or something, say boy, you have to buy one of them used car and then something there. Remember, say the interest where they charge you, them are take the money there first. Them are take the interest first. Before your money, you can see your money start deducting. So you will see if 500,000, they might put it up, say like say a 600,000.
Mm-hmm.
They might take their interest first and then they start going at your part of money. No, but I believe say your interest and money last. So you there in 1 year and you don't see money move and you say, what? Them not tell us say them take the interest first. And you have to figure it out. But then normally take them interest first. Right? And then they start deduct from him show up on your money. Right? So upon them grounds we want to know to understand when they come on to loan and the process of loan.
Yeah.
Right?
Any closing comments, gentlemen, other than one just mention? Say time one can get free. Give them a last nugget and then big up your subscribers.
Well, as we try to relate to our subscribers and family and friends about the classification of, just getting a loan. You have to be careful. You have to do your research. You have to check out every documentation that you sign and just don't jump when the paper come and just go sign. Because sometimes just sign away your own money and you don't get it yet. Be careful what you do and be careful who you borrow from.
Yeah.
Do your research because there are a lot of lenders upon the market. Do your research. Find the one that you can afford. As a coach just said, make sure say your monthly pay or your fortnightly pay or your weekly pay can cover the amount that you're supposed to pay monthly with ease and not trouble your food money and your bills their money. You understand what I say? So we just have to be careful, do the right thing, do your research and borrow wisely. Because as well, all time people say jail make for dogs. So you would end up over there and you never plan to go over there.
Alright, my take on it, a man will have money at one point in time. Because you know, say in this world when people have money, some people don't know they earn their money. They just say they have money. Right? But the fact still remains. Him said to me, he said, try remember this, Mr. Clark. Anytime you have borrow money, make sure say you have money when you have borrow money, so you can be able to argue the interest rate where you have to get. Because people who have money don't pay a big interest rate. They pay a small interest rate because they can negotiate. When you're desperate and go borrow loan, you're just eager for one get the money and you sign to anything. So the best time for you borrow money and when you have money. Just so don't lose sight of it. Just try put that in practice. Right? And me a big up my subscribers them, Clark TV family and friends. You know, me spam me not leave you out in Sophia. We have to big them up.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how to really make things that go on for way. Big up the fans them. All I know.
Family and friends.
We
Everybody.
we have an interesting five-a-side in subscriber football. Trust me, we're not going to learn about it because it have a new constitution where we have come forward with the constitution for to understand it so we can hear what we play it guys. It is very effective. It have a lot of appetite and temperament in it in order to score goal and these things. And it's enjoyable for you to watch. So we will see them someday soon. So this summer year, you know, some most of my ballers them are coming from overseas. And trust me, you can come to, you can forward, remember me going in number all the time. 540-0863, you can call and make him talk to me about, forwarding in order to get involved in our football.
Yeah.
Knowing say summer come up. Because we deal with quality football. Okay? So, big up on yourself, you see me? And take care. And big up and remember Clark TV and subscribe.
Yeah,
and
man.
tell a friend about it.
Like-
Tell some of your enemy too. Yeah.
Yes, folks. Like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, bless it.
Till next time.